Hello mga board, and we are back, and today di-discuss natin ano ba yung mga best ETFs na pwede mong bilhin as a Filipino. Now, ang dami kasi nagtatanong sa akin kasi lagi ko sinasuggest is VOO or VOO sa mga previous videos natin. Pero may mga nagtatanong pa din, which is good kasi alam nyo, nag-research kayo. May mga iba naming options na pwede namin bilhin at pwede namin consider. Now, if bago ka pa lang in investing and don't know what an ETF is, basically, ang sinasabi nila, di ba, don't put all your eggs in one basket. This is exactly what ETFs tries to solve. So, para lang siya stock that you can buy sa mga brokers mo. So, instead of buying a single company na nasa isang basket lang lahat ng itlog mo, ang ETF is basically a lot of different baskets, pero collectively, parang isa lang yung binili mo. Basta may guess mo yan maya. Now, if you're new to investing, I suggest using GoTrade because it's very easy to use. You can check out the link in my description. May free $2 ka doon pag ginamit mo yun. Now, ito, may gets nyo na. Now, this is why I suggest VOO. Now, this mirrors the US S&P 500. So, basically, yung mga top 500 companies ng US. And ito yung top holdings niya. Mostly mga tech companies talaga. Pero yun naman kasi talaga yung nagpa-perform nowadays because of AI, because of EVs, for example, sa Tesla. And why I like VOO is because sobrang baba ng fees niya. And this is exactly the Warren Buffett style investing. Sabi nga niya dito, in my view, for most people, the best thing to do is to own the S&P 500 index fund. Now, just by doing this, you outperform around 80% of the day traders out there. So, yung mga yayabang mong friends na, uy, alam mo ba, trader ako, ang day trader kasi yung ginagawa ko eh. Pero kung titingnan mo yung portfolio nilang, ngayon plus 80% sila, pero bukas o next week, tingnan mo, liquidated na yan, wala nang laman yung portfolio nila. It has a very low dividend yield, pero at the same time, when you buy the S&P 500, this is not really the point. You're not looking at dividends, you are looking at capital gains. Now, the expense ratio is 0.03%, so that's very, very good compared to, let's say, mga local banks natin dito na medyo mas mataas yung expense ratio. Now, I suggest this if gusto mo lang bumili every single month, just, something to buy consistently without even thinking about it. Ito yung pinaka-safe na recommendation ko sa'yo. Safe relatively kasi, again, medyo medium to aggressive pa din ang pag-invest sa US S&P 500. Pero if your time horizon is like what, 20, 30 years, tapos i-withdraw mo lang when it's time to retire, this is the go-to. And personally, this is what I invest in. Or something similar to that, but actually, what I also heavily invest in is the VWRA, which is the next ETF that we'll be talking about. Now, compared to VOO na sa US stock market ka lang talaga naka-invest because yun yung mini-mirror na S&P 500, this one owns the whole world. So, invest the top 500 companies of the United States, this one owns all the companies in the whole world. So, it's more diversified. And what's better here is better yung taxes mo dito because it's Irish domiciled. Meaning exempted ka sa estate tax ng US na if lumagpas ng $60,000 yung holdings mo, may 30%, 40% ka na estate tax, which is ridiculous. Better pa na instead of 30% withholding tax, 15% na lang because it's from Ireland. Now, it's more diversified but at the same time, lower yung returns niya compared to VOO. Over the past 5 years, ang average niya is around 3% less compared to VOO. And also, the downside is sa IBKR lang siya meron kasi sa GoTrade, yung mga US stocks lang yung mga available lang sa US stock market. So, it's a bit harder to acquire kasi you really need the documents to open an IBKR account. Pero at the same time, if gusto mo talaga nung tax exemption nito, and yung tax benefits niya, it's a very good option. Now, my current investments honestly is pretty split between these two. Now, most of my deposits go to VWRA sa IBKR, but at the same time, if you're still a beginner, I suggest VOO kasi it just builds the confidence, it just builds the practice of doing deposits and buying ETFs in general. And also, if you don't see naman na lalagpas ng $60,000 yung investment mo, which is around 3.7 million, then a big reason on why you should buy VOO or mga Irish domiciled ETFs is pretty much wala na. So, might as well just make yourself convenient and buy VOO instead. Next naman na sikat is QQQ and QQQM. Now, this one is exactly similar when it comes to the stocks that they hold. So, mostly, if not all, yung mga puro tech stocks to. So, Nasdaq 100. So, for example, Google, Amazon, Facebook, Meta, etc. And the returns is so much more higher. Hindi ba so much more? Siguro mga 5% more than the S&P 500 or yung the VWRA. Pero at the same time, it's riskier for bigger crashes. Especially if the time comes na mag-pop yung AI bubble. So, babagsak at babagsak talaga to. Now, the difference lang dito is, I suggest, if hindi ka naman day trader, is to just go QQQM and call it a day. Kasi the expense ratio is very much better sa QQQM, better than 0.05%. Now, that looks small, pero if it really adds up, especially when you're time horizon or yung investment horizon mo is, again, 20 plus years, mag-a-add up yung difference na yan. Now, this is more established and more older, kaya mas ginagamit siya ng mga institutions, and then QQM naman, let's say for individuals. Pero again, the difference is very small. And I think if you're watching this, ito lang talaga yung kailangan mo tingnan. So just go for QQM. And lastly naman is SPY. Ito yung first ETF, I think, na nag-open sa US. So it's almost identical to VU. Although, again, here's the problem. It's 3 times the fees, which is 0.09 compared to 0.03% ng VOO. So again, if you're not an active trader and just want something to buy, tapos iiwan mo na yon and then kukunin mo na lang when you retire. Again, just go with VOO and call it a day. Pero again, benefits lang nito is deeper options market and higher trading volume. Pero if you're not an institution naman, I don't think that even matters at all. So honestly, if you're very aggressive and want to see instant return, QQQ and QQQM might be your best bet. Pero for me, and what I suggest for everyone is probably just go VU or VWRA or something similar na, let's say if, again, lalagpas ng 3.7 million yung investments mo, just go for Irish domicile. Pero if you're just starting, I just suggest VU. And if you would research online, may mga investment strategies called VU and Chill, which basically means bibili ka lang ng VU and then iiwan mo lang doon for it to grow. Again, investing takes a lot of time, and if may makita ka dyan na get rich quick scheme, pag binili mo to, guaranteed 10% every single month, baka nasa scam ka na. Now again, if you want to start investing, you want to buy VU, you can check out GoTrade. May free $2 ka doon pag ginamit mo yung link ko doon. Now comment down below kung anong ETF ba yung binibili mo, and check out my how to invest playlist for more investing videos, and subscribe para hindi ka mamatay na brokey.